guys. Good morning.
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 How are y'all doing?
It's another day in paradise, so I'm doing good. I've got my coffee. I'll wake up at some point.
Yeah, got to get that cup of coffee in. It's so important. Our boys and girls probably don't know about that yet, but our grown-ups do for sure. All right, so we've got another crop of questions for our King Street kids. And this kind of goes, I guess, in the direction of day in the life of your staff at St. Matthew's. So are y'all ready?
I guess so. Let's get into it. Let's do it.
All right. So first question. So our boys and girls and our people at St. Matthew's see us on Sunday, and that's when we see the most people, I think, from the church throughout the week. Do you just work on Sundays? Is that just one and done?
Yep. 100%. It's all a charade. No.
About to laugh.
We work throughout the week.
Sunday's probably the easiest day, actually, because
it really
everything else you've done through the week has prepared you for Sunday, and you are ready to execute what you've done on Sunday. So Sunday is usually the easiest day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday's by far the easiest, because by that time it's just like, I mean, we're just reading words and acting at, like, there's a set script that we follow, and you work through it. So it's pretty easy.
But we've done a lot of work to make Sunday. If you haven't done the work during the week to make Sunday, then Sunday is very, very difficult and very long.
Yeah, Sunday is a very structured day. I mean, we have parish ed, we have worship, we have courtyard koinonia. It's pretty structured, and sometimes we have to deal with a few surprises on Sundays, but I think Sunday is the most predictable day of the week for us. And it's a fun day to get into for the most part. Yeah. So that brings us to our next question. Since we don't just work on Sundays, what do we do the rest of the week while everybody else is out and about and doing things?
So many meetings. Too many meetings.
All that getting ready.
I mean, I think it depends. I think for me, part of why I like the job is because every day and kind of week is different based on the church calendar. So we're cruising into October, which means Advent's almost here, and that's just a crazy time for this church. Most of the week it's planning for specific events, getting stuff ready for the live stream that we run. I've kind of taken over that somewhat for noon prayer and WAM worship and stuff like that. Or it's thinking through bigger events and planning, prepping materials for Sunday, for parish education, for youth, for Wednesday nights. There's just a lot of prep work, kind of like what Pastor Eric said.
Falls into, we beat a drum with worship education, service care, koinonia, but I'd say that also carries over to how I break up the things that happen in my week. I mean, we have worship services, either we're preparing for worship services or we are leading worship services. With our like Daniel said, with our noon prayer and midweek WAM. We do have education opportunities during the week with coffee talk, and whenever we have book group, we have that, and we're going to have discussions in the following weeks after our midweek WAM as well from our looking forward group. So there's preparing those education opportunities and having them take place. And then there's also service things that happen throughout the week, whether that's backpack buddies or food pantry, and working with and organizing volunteers for that. It's a lot of organization. And then care, I mean, working with the prayer pods, working with the Stephen ministers, making calls to people to check and see how people are doing, people who stop by for conversation as well. And then we also do have fellowship and throughout the week. And, we occasionally have fun in the office. And then I also, just to speak a word for Jason. I mean, he just doesn't come to worship and sit down in front of the organ and play like that. he's good, but he practices during the week too. So on top of all the things that Jason has to do with planning, he has to squeeze in his practice time as well. So we got to make sure Jason has time to practice so he sounds good on Sunday.
And Jason also prepares our bulletins and much of our liturgy. We have meetings, but Jason does a lot of that. And Jason also, we've all picked up new technology duties that, and we're trying to learn. In fact, we have a meeting after this about some others. We're learning how to do that. And so with church in the digital age now, that's probably not going away. So it's new and more things that we have to do that we didn't have to do before. So there's a lot of things to manage. In addition to worship, education, service, care, koinonia that we do, a lot of my time is spent also with governance. There's a lot of issues that have to be addressed every single day. It may be have to do with property. It may have to do with the way our leadership teams work, or it may be related to stewardship and finances. There's always something that think about, and all of these things are happening at once, and they don't ever end. So it just doesn't end. It's always we always have it. It's you're always sort of on call, I think folks don't often think that that it takes a lot to run a church, and it's more than just Sunday morning. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So boys and girls, I think the big takeaway from this is we definitely work outside of Sunday. We do a lot of work outside of Sunday, and much more than Sunday. And a lot of, I think for me, the work that I enjoy the most is the work where parishioners and volunteers come in and help out, because it's just getting to see and connect with lots of different people. So I enjoy it whenever there's volunteers over the food pantry, or talking with our office volunteers, or stopping in to talk to docents, the people that are joining us in the work throughout the week. That's fun for me because it's an opportunity to connect while I'm in the midst of doing all this kind of work that goes on. So I really enjoy that part. So our third question, we do a lot of work during the week, and we hopefully get time. We try our best to get time, set aside time to have fun and not work and relax. So what do you do for fun?
I mean, I'm a madman, so I have class on weekends. So I sit and learn. Or I don't know, I'll go to the beach. I will go visit friends. I'll go boating, fishing, really anything to avoid doing work.
Yeah.
What about y'all? What do you do?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that. VR. What about you? What do you do? I'll think about that.
There's different things I like to try and squeeze in my day. I do like to try and go work out, and that's just a different kind of work. If my day is really cram packed, and I only get like maybe a sliver of time here and there, like 15 minutes or so here and there, one of the things that I like to try and do just to get out and clear my head is, if I've been working while, I try to hop on my bike and just go for a quick bike ride. And sometimes that just helps clear my head. So I do enjoy biking, whether it's I get a long time to ride on a Saturday, or if it's just a quick break from my work, just to go ride. I like to listen to audiobooks, like to read, but then other things that I like to do whenever I get the chance, more time, visit with friends, and maybe go over and see my family, since they live just over in Walterboro. So seeing my family. So yeah, I try to, there are things that I try to get around to, but they take more time. take a whole day, but there are things that I try to squeeze into my day when I know I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Well, so we see that it's not just Sunday mornings. There's a lot that we have to do here to make this Sunday morning and all the other things happen. Yeah.
So what do you do for fun, Pastor Eric?
Oh no, I'll really have to think about it. I'm embarrassed to say
Do I have
that.
to tell, like, do I have to fill this in for you, or really?
This is sort of it. I mean, this is the job.
Do you,
sort of all
I don't know, during the summer, do you have a pool you go to? Do you like
I
a
like to
pool?
Grocery shopping, Eric.
I like to spend time with friends and family. I do like to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We weren't going to let you off the hook.
No, yeah, I do spend time with friends and family. And I like to cook meals for them too. I do like to do that. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. Those things are important because they help us not get overworked. And well, we do feel overworked, but they help us break away from the work. So yeah. So yeah, boys and girls, that's a glimpse into a week in the life of our lives at church. And if you have any questions about that or any other things, you can always send those questions over to Daniel, and he'll collect them and share.
I will make up an answer to any question anybody sends in, whether it's right or wrong. I will give you an answer. No question will be left unanswered. I promise you.
Awesome. All right. Well, it's good to see
right.
y'all. Yep.
Y'all be well. Y'all take care.
Be well, everybody.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Toodles.